I think I saw from the presentations today that this is actually something that's serious. For example, looking at the cervical cancer burden coming here from the United States is actually one of the things that we would like to address. And cervical cancer, is the fourth leading cause of cancer deaths worldwide. It affects predominantly women, and especially in low and middle income countries. So I think that that's something that needs to be addressed seriously in Bangladesh. So it's a serious thing. I've also seen the breast cancer cases. So breast cancer is also one of the presentation. People always come with it late here. So that's a significant problem. If you want to think about the severity of cancer, I think one of the things that we see in low and middle income countries like Bangladesh is the late presentation, where people come with it late. And then therefore, it's always, the cancer has spread to other parts of your body. So it's always difficult at that point to cure, So in terms of what should be done to prevent cancer, it's a really good question because 1/3 of cancers can actually be prevented. And there are few things that can be done. One is just lifestyle changes. It's tough, but if you decide to exercise more, and this is really good, not only for cancer, it actually helps with other non-communicable diseases like diabetes, which I know is a big issue also in Bangladesh, and also lower middle-income countries. So exercising often, the diet changes. So we are seeing that there's an increasing number of cancer cases in Bangladesh and other countries because people are beginning to adopt Western lifestyles, eat burgers and stuff like that. So actually the food here in Bangladesh is really good, organic food, so those kind of things. Number 3, things like smoking, right? So smoking is a big risk factor for cancer. So if you can change that behavior, that can really help prevent cancer. Screening, so going to get, screened. For women, the recommendation is that young girls get vaccinated. It's been shown to really work well. In some countries like United States and Australia and Rwanda, they are on track to eliminate cervical cancer because of the vaccination and screening. Breast cancer, women can do breast exams. Men can do their PSA score for prostate. So those kind of early diagnostic screening can really help prevent deaths. How do I feel about joining the Cancer Congress? It's fantastic. So actually one of the missions that I have coming from the United States is, so part of my work started at Harvard and Johns Hopkins and looking at how we can collaborate with all the wonderful people here, oncology health professionals who are here in Bangladesh. I judged part of the competition today for the young people, and I just was marveled at what the investigators are doing with very little, And so, I think that I'm very excited to be here, and I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow, how we can really collaborate between the US and Bangladesh institutions. Do I think advocacy and knowledge management is important? Yes. And in this case, you really need to work. That's where everybody can be a part of it. You, me, and I think you guys who are doing these video interviews, it's really, really important to share this, create a knowledge so that people can be aware of cancer. Everybody can help. If you tell people what they can do to prevent, like I mentioned before, that's really important to create that awareness. In United States and in Africa, we have worked a little bit more. We get people like celebrities, first ladies, who work with the first ladies to go out, they get screened. They create that awareness and education, and people tend to follow when they see that, somebody that they respect is doing some of those things, So advocacy is one of the biggest things, and I'm really proud. So the work you guys are doing is actually important for that.